Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can bulk upload your contacts into our Easily if you already have a worksheet somewhere that you've been keeping track of your contacts on. You can also upload your contacts individually, and I'll show you that a little bit later. Okay, I'm going to show you this pretend document that we put together with fake contacts so that we can show you how to upload your contacts that might be in a list like this already into our Easily. So if you have a Google spreadsheet, or maybe you have a list on MailChimp, anywhere that you might have been keeping track of your contacts that can be exported as a CSV file, that can be imported into our Easily. So for this one, you'll notice that it has 3 rows down here at the bottom that have no information input into that. We don't want to save it like this as a CSV because we don't want to import those in as blank contacts. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight those and just delete those rows. So just remember to do that and make sure that you don't have anything up on the other end as well. So you can see that on the top of each column, I've listed the category that it fits in. So most of these will match over to our Easily. It doesn't have to be exact, but you still need to be able to match it up when you get in, and I'll show you how to do that. So then I will just go over here, download this as a CSV file, and make sure that that's ready to go to be uploaded into our Easily account. Now that I've got that CSV file, I'm going to come over here into our Easily, go over to Contacts, and click up here where it says Upload CSV File. So now I'm going to choose my file and hit Next. And then I'm going to match up each field. So the title up at the top right here, this is the field that's in our Easily, and then the select column, that's what you're going to select from your CSV file, the column that matches up to that information. So first name, I'm going to go first name. Last name, I'm going to go last name. And they might not be exactly the same, but you can probably get it pretty close. So like this one, I have title role in my Google Sheet, and it's just title in our Easily. So you can go ahead and match all of these up. Like there's nothing on address to, you can press ignore or select column. Then you go ahead and import your contacts, and it will say 34 contacts imported successfully, however many that you have imported. And once again, with this free version, you can do up to 50 contacts. Now we can refresh this page, and all of your contacts have been imported in the field that you've selected. Now let's look at the option to add a contact individually. Now let's look at how to add a contact individually. So instead of uploading a CSV file, we're going to come over here onto the right-hand side and click on Add Contact. And let's just make up, we're going to have Pablo Picasso be one of our contacts. And we'll hurry and input this information. This is all going to be pretend info. And right here, you can decide if they are part of your email list or if they are on a text opt-in. And so you can check that so that you know whether they've said, yes, send me some emails, or no, you can uncheck that. And then SMS is for text. So let's save this information in here. And now I have this information. I can add any links for Picasso. I am going to go ahead and add link over here and select the type. I can put down his website and enter that in here. I can do his Instagram. Let's say that his handle is just Picasso. So I'll save that. And then you'll notice that it's saved over here down at the bottom. And if I click on that, it'll take me to his Instagram. So we have those for website, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and X, and YouTube. So you can save any of those, or just any website link can be saved on here. And then you'll notice over here that we have this section notes. So let's say I've been in correspondence with him. I'm friends with Picasso. We're going to meet together and paint. You can write down the last thing that you remember your conversation was about. You can say, we're going to meet next Thursday to meet next Thursday. And you can save that and it'll tell you when that was saved. But then also maybe you want to set a reminder to yourself about this. So you can create a reminder. So you'll say text Picasso, confirm. And then so that could just be text Picasso notes. You can put confirm, get together. And then you can remind yourself. So you pick a date. And then if you want that to repeat, you can say never, daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. And then you can say how you want that reminder. You can have it in app, which would be on your dashboard, and I'll show you where that would be. Or you can say email, and it will be sent to the email that your account is associated with. Or you can also say text message, which is nice. You'll just get a text at this time that you've set for yourself, and it will remind you and have the notes, and you can look at it. So you could choose all three. You could unclick any of those, and go ahead and save this. So this will send this text reminder to the phone number that you have on your account. So if you don't have a phone number on here, it's not going to send you a text. But if you do, then it will. But that's under your account. So I'll save this. And now I have this reminder that's going to be sent to me. And then I can associate tasks with this. So maybe I need to prep and maybe I need to go buy some more blue paint. Buy more blue to paint. And I can create notes for that. Prioritize this. I'm going to say medium. When is the due date? Let's see where we're going to meet next Thursday. So I'll say this day or the day before that and save that. And now I have a task associated with this. And so now if I ever pull up Pablo Picasso, I'm going to see my task associated with what's going on. But also you can see your task. If you go over to calendar, you can look on your calendar and you can see under tasks, it'll say buy more blue paint. You can download that to your Google Calendar or just download to your calendar. And then you'll also see this in a list of tasks right here. And they're color coded so for priority. So medium is yellow, high would be this pink color, and low would be a blue color. So you can always go to this task list and find and just complete, maybe say that one's done, and then you can check and see if it's been completed. You can sort by due date, sort by priority. And then you'll see this also on your calendar as well. And you'll see that I have a reminder coming up too, text Picasso, and that's going to send me a text reminder. It tells you the channel. So if it was an in-app alert and then I go over my dashboard, it would show up right here under alerts. So that is something that's super handy to help you keep on top of your networking. Say you said you were going to follow up with a collector. This is perfect to send you yourself a text reminder to get in touch with them. And then if I were to go back over here to contacts, I can click on Pablo. Also, like it's super nice. Like I have a Mac, so if I click on text, it's just going to automatically pull up my messenger and I can text them just by typing. And then you could do a call right here by clicking on it. So admin cells and website cells, because you're on the free version, those are not going to be applicable, but you can also email your correspondence here. So it says send email. You can pick your subject. This is going to send an email through our Easily to your recipient. So if I'm writing to Picasso, I could say, hi, Picasso. Let's pretend like I said something important. Thanks, Megan. So the benefit of writing an email in our Easily is that it will record your information so that you can look on your records and know that you emailed this person. So if I send this email from my own email account, if I click on this little circle, it will open up my email account and I can send it directly from there. But it will also copy and paste and auto populate where everything needs to be and be ready to go. So I can just click submit. And then it will also show as a sent email in our Easily. So if I go over, so let's give this one a go. This one's just going to send this email to Pablo Picasso. It'll pull open my own browser. So I'm just getting that pop up right now. I am not going to do it that way. I am going to click on this one and I'll show you what does this way. So if I send this email from info@oureasily.com, we would be sending the email to your recipient, but they could respond and it would go to your email. But either way, if you do an email in this Art Easily, it will copy and paste this as a record for you to be able to search. So I'm going to send it this way. Obviously, this isn't a real email address, and so it failed to send. But if it did send, it would say email sent and it would show up as a record over here. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever had to search for an email or information in an email on an email thread where it's like dug so deep that you can't find anything, and I just want to pull out my hair. So this is something that's been a game changer for me myself, is that I can look at my email records and just find something super easy. And then when I get an email, I can just copy and paste what they've emailed into my notes. And then I have these on records so that I can just look at the last thing that I written in my notes or my emails and find the information that I'm looking for. Another thing that I can do, similar to how I filtered my artworks, is I can add tags to contacts. So I can add an existing tag or create a new one. Um, let's add a new one. Let's say this is my painter group. I'm going to add this. So now this has my painter group tag. So now the same way as we did with artwork, we can look and search through groups, but you can also search for this with the information that's on here. So you can search by first name, last name, you can search by email, you can search by phone, you can search by state. So like if you're going on vacation and you're like, let's find some artists in this area that I'd like to connect with or go visit while I'm there, you can search by state. You can search by importance, how you have them listed as importance, so you can see the people, your most important contacts first. You can search by category, and then you can also search by company or by those tags that we have custom made. So this one has my painter group. So now every single person in here, I could bulk add those people. I could add painter group to them. And then whenever I was looking for my group, I would say, look, search for my tags, find painter group, search, and it would pop up. Obviously, that's the only one. But this is such an easy way to keep track of your contacts. So another great one is if you met people at an art festival, you can put that art festival down there as a tag, and you would remember and be able to contact that group by knowing, hey, this was my art festival contact group. So there's multiple ways that you can use this tool.